Hold on.
People ask me how you want to do this. I said, I want you guys to hear different perspectives from a lot of different people. White, black, native, Latin, whatever. People with no degrees, people with degrees. Successful people that have touched my life.
What are your goals in life?
Wow.
Go to college, either going to advertising or maybe engineering or computer animation, something like that.
To have confidence in yourself as a person, you know, regardless of what your background is, regardless of who your parents are, regardless of where you grew up or whatever, you can be whoever you want to be. You know, you just have to decide it. You have to set a goal and figure out how to get there, and then you just start taking those steps one by one.
Your goals in life? No.
UNL, law, or accounting.
So we're starting to give this zoo a real regional feel and a sculpture area that would embody some of the tribal art or animal depictions. In talking to Matt, I thought would be a great idea for that. And so that's the sort of genesis of the idea about trying to get Matt in touch with you all so that he can draw his inspiration for these sculptures from native tribal literature or drawings, that sort of thing, art, that sort of thing. And I don't know enough about it. You all know a lot about it.
What do you want to be when you get older?
A cook.
You want to be a cook? What kind of cook?
A chef.
My advice for anybody who wants to move on and do anything is to just seek out informal mentors, people who are interested in talking to you about what they do. People really like to help others. Lift them up, give them a hand, give them ideas about, oh yeah, that would be a great program for you to be doing or not, if you ask them. But you have to kind of take that first step.
I think a very simple way to define what sovereignty is basically just the ability to govern yourself. I mean, in really simple terms, that's what tribes have. We're separate and we're distinct from the United States, separate and distinct from the state of Nebraska. And each of our tribes has its own government. You know, we all know what the tribal council is, and I think a lot of times, you know, as younger tribal members, we might not pay very close attention to tribal elections or things, but you know that stuff's going on. And I think the program that you guys are participating in is probably a very good opportunity for you to learn and to ask those questions, because it does impact your life.
Do you have any advice for like us that are still in high school to like reach our goals and stuff?
Believe you can do it. It's simple as that. If you think you can't do it, more than likely you probably can't. But if you think you can do it and you know you can do it, and then it's just that type of mindset that helps you out. Really just take it day by day. Go to school, do your homework, make sure you get good grades, take any ACT, SAT, whatever test you have to take to be college eligible. Apply to numerous schools, do your research on schools, scholarships. There's a lot of Native scholarships out there, and there shouldn't be any reason for you not to go to school with very few loans, even if no loans with the scholarships available.
Being a Native youth, are there any challenges to get to where you...
Oh yeah, growing up Indian is probably one of the hardest things to do when you look in the bigger picture of things. I grew up on a reservation in northern Minnesota, really highly populated with Native people, very few non-Natives on my reservation, especially my part, the town I lived in. You really didn't know what to do, like you didn't have anybody really to look up to. I was very fortunate. My mom really supported me, encouraged me to try new things, and I decided that, hey, I better give college a shot.
Really, the sky's the limit, because the second you start to limit yourself, you're going to just try to achieve lower and lower things. So I think if you want to be the President of the United States, or if you want to be an attorney or a doctor or a nurse or any other thing, I mean, you can do it. There's nothing stopping you but yourself.
I want to go to UNL Law School and probably like do something with business and tribal affairs, and then I want to minor in Native American studies.
You know, now is the time to really get it going, because
there are a lot of opportunities for you, and you know, now is the time. So you don't ever want to think, well, I've already screwed this up, there's no way. There is a way, okay? You can do it. And if you're doing great, don't get too cocky, okay? You want to make sure if you're doing well, that you continue to work.
And on 3, we all happy birthday, Sheldon. 1, 2, 3.
They say, you're from where? I said, Nebraska. They're like, where's that at? And I said, just close your eyes and point in the middle of the United States. It's the best place in the world. And so I'm proud to say that I'm from Nebraska.